Thank you and good morning. Thank you, Minister Hazzard, and thank you, Dr Gale. I too would like to extend condolences to the families who have lost loved ones. I also want to acknowledge the 2.5 million children and young people in New South Wales who are uniquely experiencing this pandemic. And I want to acknowledge the work that has been happening across government to ensure that the voice of children and young people is heard throughout this process. My role as the New South Wales Advocate for Children and Young People is an independent role, and our job is to bring the voice of all children and young people to government, business and community, and no more important than at this time right now. So I want to acknowledge some of the great work that's going on, and especially the announcement today around this friends bubble. That is as a direct result of what children and young people have been saying, that they want to be able to see their friends, they want to be able to do it safely, and the reason they want to do that is for their own wellness and because they've really felt the isolation during this period of time. And this gives them an opportunity to connect, to care for each other, to see each other in ways that they have been unable to do. So I really want to acknowledge New South Wales Health, the Minister for Education for this work, and the Premier for listening to children and young people at this time, and the great work that's going on across government that is directly informed by children and young people. But excitingly today, you don't just hear from adults, you have an opportunity to hear from a young person herself who's experienced this pandemic. So please, I'd like to introduce Alyssa to share some of her thoughts around the pandemic.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm Alyssa and I'm in Year 9 at the moment. I'm 15 years old and I know that lockdown has been incredibly hard for everyone lately. However, children and young people definitely want to do the right thing and also be able to socialise because lockdown is incredibly isolating for everyone. Helping everyone feel connected will undoubtedly benefit their mental health in this time. And for children and young people, this will also be able to impact their studies because I know from personal experience that there is a lot of lack of motivation regarding schooling due to lockdown and not being able to see our friends. Children and young people at the moment want to do the right thing, but we also want to stay connected. Therefore, being able to socialise whilst also abide by the new rules through this friendship travel bubble will definitely help us all greatly at the moment. Thank you.
Any questions to Alyssa? Yeah, sure. Alyssa, you're more popular than me.
Actually, you did a very good job there, better than the Health Minister.
Well, firstly, can you tell us, from a personal level, how hard has it been for you to not see your friends, to have homeschooling for term 3? What's that been like for you?
Well, of course, it's been very difficult not being able to socialise in person because Zoom and FaceTime can only do so much to keep you connected in times like these, which is why I think this new travel bubble will really help improve everyone's mental health and also hopefully their schooling regarding motivation at the moment. So it's been quite difficult, but through support networks and feeling connected through Zoom, it's definitely been made easier.